calling my lawyer.
That's fine. But we're going to take the kids.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
I'm allowed to swear.
You are not.
Freedom of speech. Okay. Stop.
From screaming moms to entitled shoppers, some people just can't handle losing control. When the law steps in and the power slips away, the tantrums begin.
She needs to be responsible, but she's driving and she pulled my hair and started hitting me.
She was yelling and screaming at me, her mother, who pushed her out of her life.
Buckle up to watch chaos unfold as authority clashes with ego, only on Cop's Dream. Please like, subscribe, and prepare for the storm.
That is on my phone. My lawyer said I get them until the date that's on my phone.
You're looking at 34-year-old.
The first incident takes us to June 30th, 2023, in the lakeside town of Chautauqua, Wisconsin. A simple child custody dispute erupted into a full-blown confrontation when 34-year-old Alicia Orell refused to comply with law enforcement's efforts to return her children to their fathers.
Sit down and talk, okay? I'm telling you to sit down and talk right now.
Dude, and you're telling me you're taking my kids, but you don't even know their dads. So...
Maybe I misspoke on the father's name of the caller, but both fathers, I spoke both.
Why would you call the dads of my children?
They called us. That's why we're here. Called us.
I have, and my lawyer said that I get them until that is on my phone. Okay. My lawyer said I get them until the date that's on my phone.
Police arrived by boat after receiving reports that both fathers had formally requested the children be returned. But Alicia, midway through a day on the water, wasn't having it. She claimed legal custody and shouted at officers, all while calling her lawyer from the middle of the lake.
You can't just come and get them. I need isn't that like a civil matter?
That's between you and the courts.
Yeah,
okay?
I have kids.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. Sit down and talk.
No.
You're scaring the children.
You're scaring my children. You're scaring me coming here telling me you're going to take my kids and you don't even know the name of the dad.
Police know the man, seen here with Alicia, is allegedly behind the initial reports. Let's see what he has to say.
Ted? Do you know what?
Despite multiple calm requests to de-escalate, Alicia's behavior only worsened. Officers attempted to calmly relocate the children to safety, but warned Alicia that further resistance could lead to arrest. Her response? More shouting, more profanity, and accusations against law enforcement.
But we're going to take the kids.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Kids, you guys have life jackets?
Can you grab your life jackets? We'll get this straightened out when we get back to the house, okay? We're going to the house.
It's okay. You're okay.
Okay?
Moments later, Alicia gets a hold of that alleged lawyer. Let's see how far that gets her.
I'm in the middle of a lake right now in Wisconsin. They show up on a boat telling me they're taking the kids, and at first they didn't even know the names of their dad, or who the dad was.
I misspoke. I apologize.
I know that, but you're in charge of Dominic too. So I have it in writing on how long I'm supposed to get him. You can just call the cops to show up or something. Well, but you're my lawyer. I have it in writing how long I took that. But you told me if I have it in writing the first time, that's how long I took that. I know, but I have it in writing how long I took that. So then the cops can just come here and terrorize my kids and not even know their names. I'm supposed to let my kids go to these random cops to show up on a boat?
Lisa,
You're
stop
my
swearing.
lawyer. Come on, Steve. Tell me what to do.
Don't worry. You guys don't have to worry. Don't be scared. We'll get it straightened out.
You were. Both of the dads are.
I understand, honey, but your dad wants you to come back. Okay?
No.
It's okay.
I'll come back.
Okay. Well, they're going to come with us now, and then
No,
you can.
they're not
Yes.
going with you now. No,
Okay.
they're not.
Alicia, if you obstruct and resist us, we're going to place you in handcuffs. Okay?
Police decide they've had enough and board the pontoon.
Alicia, you're going to go in handcuffs.
Mommy, I don't want to do
Come on.
that, Mommy.
It's okay. You guys can come across. Come on, guys.
We're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to do that.
You got shoes and stuff, bud?
Go ahead and step right out here. I can hold your hand here. That blue life jacket.
Maybe you should know what the you're going to say before you come here. Come in here saying the wrong name of the dad.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
piece of cop.
Sorry I misspoke, Alicia.
Yeah.
Come on, and I'll help the other one put that orange one on here. Anything else, or you got it?
No, we're just-
Okay, sweet.
We're going back to the house.
What house?
The house where you guys are staying to get their belongings. We're going to this landing over here where we want it.
You guys can have the seats. We'll be okay.
Later, at the home where police escorted Alicia to gather the children's belongings, her erratic behavior escalated again.
This is all stuff to take to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they not coming up here? I don't get to see them again.
They're not here right now, no.
Wait, no. You guys are just coming to get their stuff? Like,
Yep.
I thought Greg was coming up here and I would get to say goodbye to my kids.
How's that
Obviously,
position?
none of you are not letting me say goodbye.
Man, if you wouldn't have acted that way on the boat, we would have brought them here, we would have done whatever we needed to. Your truck? Can we get the booster seat out of the truck?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, is there anything else left in there? I'm not coming in, if there's anything else that she wants to bring out, or otherwise we'll get out of here.
No way you can say goodbye to them.
They're not coming here.
Do you need hours?
I don't think so.
You can get a hold of Greg, it's gonna be a little bit away now.
If the dads are okay with it, that's fine. But
Yeah,
right
that's
now, yeah. I can at least grab the seat quick.
It should be unlocked.
Okay. All right.
He's in.
All right. I'll come back in just a minute and kind of see what's going on.
Destroying my house. I'm down 2 TVs and a bunch.
Destroying your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's broken glass in the bedroom. What she fix? And all you got shoes on.
Has she hit you?
Yeah.
When did she hit you?
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday
Rocks in the
morning?
driveway.
She was throwing rocks at you.
No, she was using them as rationals.
Oh.
Rocks.
Okay.
You've been there. I'd rather not get involved. She's gotta go.
Come on. We're not trying to take her anywhere. We just. But if there's a problem here, we can't leave you with that either.
Yeah, I can't.
Does she have somewhere she can go? One of these vehicles hers?
Yes, but she won't leave.
So you want her out?
Yes.
We can get her out here for you. If that's what you want, we can have her removed.
But then she's going to come back and she's starting to kill all my family at least a dozen times.
Sounds like you need a restraining order to start with.
Yeah, I know.
Seconds later, Alicia decides it's time to make another appearance.
Well, she used that to have the kids taken away from you, and the only thing makes it breaks hands.
Your mom.
They don't want to do that.
What are you guys doing here?
We were just here to get some of the stuff.
Dad, right now, Ted is probably trying to. There's 2 cops at the door, so they're probably getting ready to take me.
That is not what's going on.
Then I need you guys to go.
That's not how this is going to go.
And walk away. Grab your stuff and fly.
I got a problem, guys.
Go where?
They want to be here. Like your parents said.
No.
Yes.
No.
Don't hit my dog!
Dad, I'm here. I can hear you.
Do not hit
I am talking to my dad for a second.
Then talk. I'm going to stand right here while you...
In this case, under Wisconsin law, disorderly conduct SS 946.1001 can be charged when behavior disturbs the peace. It is a Class B misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $1,000 0-cent fine.
Mom, Dad, stop. I don't care, Dad. I'm saying something. I want to talk to Ted privately. Dad, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the officer.
That's not going to happen.
Why?
Because of what you just did, that's not going to happen.
Because I scurried away and got back from him?
You were kicking.
The dog was in my face.
Okay. You're not talking to him privately right now. That's not how it's going to go.
I need you guys to come up here, Dad, and help me.
You got to come up with a solution for what's going on right now.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm talking to my dad.
Okay. But we can't stand here all night, so we got to come up with a solution now.
Okay.
Okay?
So you guys are going to stand here while I grab everything that's mine?
Well, I'm going to give you... I'm sure Ted is nice enough to make arrangements so you can get the rest of your stuff, get what you need for tonight, and you go, or you're going to have to go with us because you can't stay here.
What were my options?
I said you can gather up the stuff you need for tonight, and you can go, and Ted will make arrangements to get the rest of your stuff
Why
to you.
can't Ted and I go through everything together and you guys just stand there?
Because we don't have all night to do that. So your options are, you get what you need and go, or we're going to take you. And I don't want to take you. Okay? I would rather just do this peacefully.
Do what they want. Get your stuff. And head this way.
When Alicia allegedly struck an officer during the standoff, police had no choice but to deploy a taser. She was quickly subdued and taken into custody.
It's right there.
Yeah, you know where my medicine
He was in your way. He was in your way. Right there.
Am I allowed to take any of the weed or no?
So no.
Well, here, come on, I'll show you where
I'm not
it
worried
is.
about. Get your stuff.
No, I'm getting half my weed.
You're not taking it with you.
Well, if we're... Well, actually, technically, it's not mine, though, so...
It doesn't matter whose it is. You can't legally possess it.
Assaulting a law enforcement officer in Wisconsin falls under battery to a law enforcement officer SS 900.2.2XX, a Class A felony, carrying penalties of up to 6 years in prison and a $10,000 0-cent fine.
What about my couch? I want this in my couch.
We're not worried about that today. You need the necessities.
I
Ma'am, I just gave you your options. You get your necessities.
have here for over a year. I'm looking for my stuff.
None of your necessities are down here. It's under construction.
Alicia gives up the search and returns to the closet, where this situation goes from bad to worse.
Do you think you could bring me some top?
I don't think you need that much, do you? You're supposed to be going.
I'm taking my necessity clothes with me and all my military equipment.
I'm going.
Tubs, Ted. We bought tubs. Like with the f***ing lid on
Ma'am,
it.
you need to stop yelling.
Is he retarded or he doesn't understand?
This is-
we bought
ma'am,
tubs. We bought tubs.
This is your last chance. If you continue to yell and swear, you are going to go into custody. I've had enough. Get your stuff and let's go.
I'm getting my f***ing stuff. I'm allowed to swear. It's
You are not.
freedom of speech.
Get your stuff.
I got in trouble doing the same. I mean, I got hurt doing the same you do.
Get your stuff and
I'm
let's
getting
go.
my stuff. Quit telling me to do it. Oh, now you want to bring tubs.
Please load the tubs.
Despite repeated warnings and multiple opportunities to walk away peacefully, Alicia's choices led directly to her arrest and serious legal consequences.
Officers decide enough is enough.
He don't get in trouble for all the shit he has, but I get in trouble. That's so funny. That's so typical, you guys. Huh?
Ma'am, if I wanted you to be in trouble, a long time ago.
I would have.
You're trying my patience.
Yeah. Not see me getting my
I
stuff.
told you to get your necessities.
And I'm getting my. You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine, my stuff from
Last-
the military.
That's enough. Back up.
Police deploy a taser, allegedly hit one officer multiple times.
Turn over on your belly now. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
You guys almost broke my wrist the other day, so how about you guys just lock me?
Hang on.
You're not supposed to see somebody when you have other medical conditions!
You're not supposed to punch a law enforcement officer either.
I was getting my stuff!
What do you have? What do you have so I can let the ambulance know? Ma'am, what conditions do you have?
Don't even talk to me!
Okay.
Dad, this is the second time they jump on all over me.
I was getting my stuff! Talk to me the whole time I'm
Just wait
getting
for
my
Adam.
stuff!
It's 350, sorry. Can you have an ambulance respond here also?
Alright, call.
Okay. I keep getting walked on, so.
Copy 3 response.
Alicia Orell was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor disorderly conduct related to domestic abuse.
I'll talk to you in a couple minutes, sir. We gotta finish this. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you in a couple minutes. We ready?
Okay. You want to come grab her then, and I can roll her up?
Yeah.
Alright. Roll her under left leg first. Okay.
Yeah, you see all these bruises on me? That's what you guys did to me the other day, too. That's what you guys did to me the other day,
I wasn't
too.
here the other day.
Yeah, well, all these bruises on you is what.
Alicia is led out to a patrol car where she's headed for jail, now with multiple charges.
Anything on you that's gonna stick you, poke me, hurt me?
Maybe, I don't know.
Take a seat in there.
Alicia Orzel was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor disorderly conduct for domestic abuse.
You alright? Yeah, I'm good. A couple times. Rowan's right here, a couple times in the back, but I'm good. Ian should be just about here. I'll have him follow you up. I say, if you just get her there, I will do the rest.
And as for those children,
Look what I got.
Oh, yum. All right, cool. You guys want anything to drink? You sure?
Meanwhile, her children, distressed but unharmed, were taken for ice cream by officers while awaiting a guardian to arrive. Sometimes the worst part of a custody dispute isn't what's written in court papers, but how it plays out in front of your children.
You called me for help.
Oh, you're gonna play that?
Stop.
Is there anything on you?
Undercover. Over on the other side. You're drug dealing crap.
Now let's jump right into the next drama. It all started with a 911 call, then ended with handcuffs. On March 14th, 2023, in Westerville, Ohio, 36-year-old Mary Higgins called police on Walmart staff after refusing to leave the store. But when officers showed up, it became clear she wasn't looking for help, she was looking for a fight.
What's going on? What's going on? Are you still on the phone with the manager? Email? Okay, you called the cops. I'm here. What's going on?
Come on. These people shot at me. I don't care who does dope.
What is going on? That's what I'm asking you.
These people here, he does
Okay,
dope.
can you start? Okay, listen. You called me.
You're gonna play that?
What is going on? That's what I'm asking you. I just didn't want to be in the corner, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is to step out of the door.
Yeah? You wanna play?
Listen,
You wanna play?
I'm not messing with you. I'm asking you what's going on.
Do you wanna be?
During the investigation, Mary's erratic behavior quickly escalated. Officers attempted to question her, but she refused to cooperate, became confrontational, and physically resisted arrest inside the store's main entrance.
You drug tested?
Okay. Stop. Stop. Stop! Officer, step it up. Stop! Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Stop! 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 Stop!
Motherfucker, try me.
Stop! Stop!
Try me.
Stop! Stop!
I'll beat you.
Stop! Stop resisting!
All right, roll over. Roll over.
Stop! Get off!
Roll over.
Get off my... Stop!
Yes, you guys are heroin addicts and drug dealers.
Stop! You are under arrest!
Come on. Try me. I'll have you in jail tonight.
No. Get off! Stop! I think it's quick.
I got you.
Stop!
Try me.
We're in the main entrance.
You said drug addicts, undercover,
Stop!
Is there anything on you we should know about?
undercover.
Is there anything that's gonna hurt us, poke us, stick us on you?
Oh no.
Any weapons?
Nope.
next, officers try to get Mary off the ground and out of the store. When it becomes clear,
Suck you too. Try to my car.
No.
I
Under Ohio law, resisting arrest is a violation of ORC SS 29, 21 through 33 and is classified as a misdemeanor of the second degree, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $750.00 fine. If physical force is used against an officer, charges can escalate to a felony. But the chaos didn't stop there. Officers had to hobble Mary to safely escort her out. During transport, she continued her tirade.
Stop! Stop! Okay. Okay. You ready? Roll your other side.
Sit up. What did you say?
Stay like this.
Oh, God, you rip you apart. Before that.
They're up, take her out to the car. 1, 2, 3. Alright.
They're all us.
Got her legs? Yep.
Drug dealers. You all drug dealers.
Car 12, that's mine.
You run. Don't try me. I tried to help her. Go ahead.
Is that her phone?
Yeah, it's all.
Over on the other side. Drug dealing crack. Got it. You're all in the covers. You know, those
Okay.
You made her.
I don't think so.
You made her? Okay.
Okay, so the reason I grabbed her,
She needed.
she probably does. Her eyes are like twitching. So she came up to me and was like instantly, like, you want to f around? And I was like, I just wanted her to move out of the corner. And I was like, just move over here. And I was like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. But she was like...
Later at the station, she was searched and allegedly found with fentanyl concealed in her bra, adding serious drug concerns to the case. Ohio law treats possession of fentanyl, ORC 29, 25, 11, as a felony. Depending on the amount, penalties can include 12 months to 11 years in prison, especially if concealed during arrest or inside a detention facility.
Sergeant Jackson.
Hi, Sergeant Jackson.
So, walk me through your interaction with my officer today. Kind of explain what happened.
What would you like?
I'll start from the beginning. When my officer got on scene, what happened?
Oh, I took my girlfriend and took her a couple of things so we could feed everybody. Okay.
To get everybody what? I'm sorry.
Well,
okay.
well.
They're not feeling well then, I take it?
They weren't.
Okay. Okay.
I had them all well, though.
You had them all well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because nobody wanted to ask.
Concerned about the interaction that you had with my officer, though. So kind of talk to me once the officer got there and you were talking to her. What happened? Is there a reason why you were fighting with my officer?
Where's were you?
No, I'm asking you why it took 4 of them to get you restrained.
I'm asking you that.
Well, no, like, why did they have to restrain you in the first place? First of all, you know why? Okay.
Because
So
that's
basically, what I'm getting now is you don't want to talk to me about your interaction with my officer.
Why?
Well, because that's my job to investigate the use of force and what my officers had to fight. You what? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just take that as you don't want to talk to me then, okay? All right.
Meanwhile, outside the store, a bystander named Jamar Rudolph, who initially claimed to be uninvolved, was detained after police identified him as having an active arrest warrant. He gave a false name, then admitted to intervening in the scuffle by yelling at officers to stop.
He's associated. Yeah. So he was about to jump on me in Bogans. He kept saying, stop hitting her, stop hitting her.
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
In the gray?
Uh-huh.
Police say the man was yelling at officers to, quote, stop hitting Mary during the scuffle. Seconds later, officers approached the bystander. Let's see what he has to say.
Okay. Because
You got some ID, boss?
Yeah.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Ride.
Hey, do you have any weapons on you? No. No? Bring your hands back behind your back. You're not under arrest right now, but I just want to make sure you don't.
My brother, I just called him. I ain't nowhere with her. I'm innocent. I ain't nowhere with her. I swear to God, I ain't come in with her. Y'all can look at the camera and all that. I'm waiting on the ride.
the cameras. That's why we're out here.
Nah, I ain't come in with her.
All right, do you have some ID on you, bud? Not on you? All right, I'm going to have you have a seat right over here to your right on that little stoop. Just have a seat right there. There you go. Just keep your hands on your knees.
We all got our
please.
notebooks out.
No. Thank you.
All right, sir. What's your first name?
The man tells police his name is Douglas.
Are you sure? Because you told me it was Jamar a few minutes ago. Been arrested before? For what, man? Okay.
And
Robbery and B&E? Okay. All right. And what was that for? Was that for one of those two, or is it something different? Parole. Are you on parole right now? Okay. Do you know who your parole officer is? Okay. Is that through Franklin County? Okay. All right.
I ain't do nothing though. Y'all just stopped me for nothing.
No, we didn't stop you not for nothing because we believed you were related to what's going on here.
I want with her.
That's why we stopped you. That's why we're trying to figure out what's going on.
I want with her. I promise I want. I'm waiting for my family. I can call them right now. They about to pick me up in like another 20 minutes. I ain't had nothing to do with that situation.
Okay.
I swear to God I did. Y'all just stopped me because I was in front of the store. I ain't had nothing to do with her. I swear to God I did.
All right, go ahead.
Still lying.
Yeah. So, hey, your name is Jamar and you lied to us. So that's concerning. Have a seat real quick.
Are you say that someone over there
Watch your step.
aren't verified yet?
So, why'd you lie to me?
Because I ain't want to get in trouble, boss.
All right, I understand that, but we're just trying to figure out what's going on. So that concern, hey, look, Jamar.
But I ain't had nothing to do with this.
Okay, but when you lie to me and you're not being truthful about your identity, that's why you're sitting in handcuffs right now, because you failed to identify. You're lying to me.
But I ain't had nothing, but at the end of the day, I ain't had nothing to do with this.
Officers identify the man as 36.
Okay. So what about Cincy? Any warrants out of Cincy?
I'm from Cincy.
Okay. So we're verifying that right now. Do you think that's good?
Are you on parole violation out of Cincy? All right, cool. I appreciate your honesty, man. I know nobody wants to be arrested, but I appreciate your honesty.
Police discover why Jamar may have been hiding his identity when he admits to having an active warrant. Next, Jamar explains why he intervened.
Officer Shout.
I want all y'all names before I go in.
Okay. So now let's circle back to the beginning where you were saying you weren't with her. Obviously, you
I want with her.
You are.
I want it. I'm waiting on my ride. I caught my ride right now. They about to pull up. I came over here. I caught the bus, and I came over here. My ride about to pick me up. I ain't had nothing. I ain't come with them.
All right. So talk to me then about the Johnny buddy.
We all like human. Don't do her like that. Don't do her like that. That's a female. That's a woman.
Well, so
that's all I said. Don't do her like that.
All right.
Don't do that. That's a lady. I want.
Giving false identity to law enforcement, ORCS 29-2113, is a misdemeanor offense. Eventually, both were transported to jail. Mary was initially booked for assault, resisting arrest, and criminal trespass. She later pleaded guilty only to assault, while the remaining charges were dropped in exchange for her participation in a court-ordered rehabilitation program.
What kind of phone is it?
I just got that Obama phone when I got out the joint.
What's the home screen?
Black.
Black?
This,
Is that a PIN code?
Yeah. No, it ain't no PIN code. You can just swipe up.
Can you tell me what some of the apps are on the front?
You wanna, the apps is probably like YouTube or something. I'll just play some songs.
Okay.
And the last one was a number where I just called my sister, like I just told y'all.
Okay. So what if I go to the call log? You know the number that you called?
Is there a recent call?
She go by another name. She go by a different name. It's like, she go by a different name.
What's in the contacts? The name in the contacts?
The only number I got in that phone is hers.
What about the name? What's it say on the name?
It say,
I happen to think pretty hard for this. Hold on.
this, a couple pictures of me, Holly.
Of what?
Me.
Alright, what about... Hold on.
I got a couple girlfriends that a whole lot of people just stole my Instagram. So my Instagram name is different.
Alright, what I'm trying to do right now is prove that this phone belongs to you.
Okay.
Okay, so if you can give me some information where I can confirm that this is your phone and we're not giving you someone else's phone, is what I'm trying to do.
Alright.
Alright, so do you know what your Instagram name is?
Call my sister. Just call her last number.
What's your name?
Verified.
What's your name?
Jamar Rudolph.
What's your name?
Jamar Rudolph.
Yours.
Jamar
We're
Rudolph.
asking for your sister.
Oh. She got another name under that.
I know. Can you tell me what that is in your contacts?
I can't.
I'm not going to give it to you.
Able to confirm the phone belongs to Jamar before the unlucky bystander is led to a patrol car.
I need y'all names too.
Yep, we'll get it for you, man.
For arresting me.
You have room back here for?
We ain't gotta be arrested.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna go on the other
I
side.
ain't did none of y'all put me up for nothing. I'm about to show y'all.
We need to go on the other side.
Hey, Jamal, we're gonna head to the other side of this truck, alright? We're gonna walk around this way. Do you have anything in your socks, boss? Anything at all?
I ain't got nothing.
Alright, we're gonna check real quick, alright?
Just sit right here, kick your shoes off. Put up for me here. Same thing with this one.
Cigar right on there.
It didn't. It smelled like a cigar to me.
If it is, if there's nothing in it, we can toss it. They're not gonna take it down. Slide your feet in there, buddy.
Tobacco. You smell it? Smells like a black Alright.
Is that alright? Alright.
Thank you.
Yep, you got it. Watch your head, man, alright? Yeah.
Jamar is caught in the crosshairs of the incident as he's whisked away to jail for that arrest warrant. Back with Mary, also seated in the back of a patrol car, she surprisingly has some kind words for the officer.
Smile.
She said I was pretty. She said it was pretty.
Said what?
I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. We could have had this conversation, She said it was pretty.
Alright. Well, give me a shout if you need anything, alright?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mary was...
In the end, Mary's attempt to call the cops on others turned into a full-blown self-sabotage. She left with a criminal record, a court-ordered rehab order, and a mugshot that says it all.
She needs to be responsible, but she's acting like a child. She was driving and she pulled my hair and started hitting me.
She was yelling and screaming at me, her mother, who pushed her out of her
All right, let's get straight into the next story. On September 17th, 2023, officers were dispatched to a vehicle parked on the side of the road in response to an alarming call. A mother accused her teenage daughter of violently attacking her during an argument.
I'll see when I get here, bye.
Where did she go?
She walked up the road.
Did you see where she went the road, or she just started walking?
She literally just walked slow.
Okay, what's going on?
She literally hit me, but this is my daughter. She's like 17 years old. She hit me in the right side of my face here. I'm sure you can tell because I have half of my eyelashes missing. But she hit me in the face.
Can you give me the let up to this? Like what happened?
She's just an angry person. I don't know.
So where are you guys coming from now? Let's start there.
I was at a birthday party with my younger kids. It was in Seminole Woods. It was on Slipper Trail.
Okay.
So they came to pick us up, and we're going to my niece's birthday because she's turning 17, and they were all there. So we were just cursing me out and yelling at me.
Why?
I have no idea. I guess.
So you guys are coming from a birthday
party. I guess
party.
because she had to pick me up, and she's helping me out. I'm her mother. I do everything for her.
So you guys were at a birthday party.
Yes.
Who was all there?
The younger kids, which is
where are they at?
Ava and James. They left with somebody else.
From here?
No, from the party.
Okay.
So they were on the way, we were on the way, and then she started getting angry, and she punched me in the face a couple times.
You're leaving a lot of stuff out. So you guys were at the party. Was she at the party too?
No.
So you had to call her. Let's start there. You called her?
Yes.
So to pick you up?
Yes.
Okay.
To pick all three of us up.
All three? Oh, the two kids?
Yeah, me and the two kids. They're twins.
Okay.
Yeah, they're...
But the kids left before she showed up, after she showed up?
No, the kids, because her best friend Summer has a car. So they were all at my niece's birthday party. They came to pick us up. We were all going here. And then everyone came to pick us up. They left with Summer in the van, Ava and James. That's my other two kids. We're here. She started yelling at me. She got upset. And then she hit me in the face a couple times.
You guys were yelling while driving?
Yeah, she was yelling while driving.
Who was driving?
And she was driving.
Okay, mad that she here to pick you up.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Explain exactly from beginning and the physical part of it. You're saying she just punched you a couple times, and then that's like what happened. Like you guys are driving and arguing.
Well, she started arguing with me at first. I said pull over. I said let me get out the car, and I got out of the car.
Okay.
And I sat on the side of the road. This was all the way up by Seminole Woods. So she pulled over, and I got out of the car all the way by Seminole Woods.
Okay.
And I sat on the grass, and then she came back, and I was like, okay, maybe she calmed down. I got back.
So you got out, and she drove away?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
She did drive away.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I called my cousin, which is Amber, who is probably on the way here now. So I got back in the car, so I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm like, she came back to get me, blah, blah, blah. But then I got in the car, and she punched me in the face. As you can see, I'm missing half of my eyelashes.
Yes.
And she punched me in the face a couple times. I don't know why if you could find her and ask her why she punched me in the face.
You keep leaving out details, so...
I'm not leaving out details, sir. I'm telling you exactly what happened, sir.
You're not.
Which direction did she go?
She went that way. She should be right up there. She has a red shirt and black shorts on. She's walking.
So you get out of the vehicle.
That wasn't up there.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I need to so you get out of the vehicle, sit down. She drives away. How long before she comes back?
At first glance, this seemed like another case of family tensions boiling over, but once police arrived, the truth began to unravel. The mother, visibly intoxicated, immediately demanded that officers arrest her 17-year-old daughter, claiming she had punched her repeatedly. But as police calmly investigated, inconsistencies began to emerge.
Not right away because it was silent for a while.
So then you guys drive on the road, then what happens?
Then she started arguing with me, her mother.
Yes, about picking you up?
Yes.
Okay. And then at what point did she pull over? Were you guys
right here
arguing already? When she got physical?
As soon as she came to get me.
Okay, so you guys are coming. She pulls over. Was it physical yet before you pulled over or after you pulled over?
It was physical, and she was hitting me when she was driving the car.
So she was hitting you while driving?
Yes.
I think you said it was after you got out.
No, she was hitting me while she was driving the car, and then I said, pull over the car if you're going to hit me, and then we pulled over.
Hello, Delta 2 contact. Can you copy your tactics rolled up? Are you?
Her daughter. Did she say where her daughter went?
She said she walked away. We're still gathering. We're just gathering more information.
Well, Ariana went to pick her up.
Okay. Why did she need to be picked up?
Because she was drinking.
Okay.
She was hitting me while she was driving.
Well, how was she hitting you? With the closed fist, open hand?
Closed fist right here in my eye. Right here. Where I'm missing the eyelashes, this is where she was hitting me.
Okay. Did you hit her back at all?
I didn't hit her back because she's my daughter. I never hit her. I never hit anything.
How many times did she hit you?
Probably 4 times she hit me.
Where did she hit you at? All
right here.
All right there?
Right here, yes.
Okay.
Did you call her daughter?
They want to talk to Ariana. Yeah.
Like, what prompted her to start hitting you? Has she done that before?
She has gotten physical before, yes.
How long was the last time?
Probably like a year ago. It's been a while.
Did you say anything? She just started getting...
She just started getting physical. You're going to have to ask her. I have no idea.
I know, but I'm trying to ask you first before I find her.
I don't know what made her got physical. It's just how she is. She's like her father.
Okay. Where's the father at? Or he's not here?
He's not here. He's at the party where he's supposed to go to, I guess.
Where's the party
Tyler?
at?
Is he at the party?
No, they just picked up Ariana.
Can they bring her back here? Can she come over here?
She was walking.
We just gotta talk. We're gonna make sure everybody's all right, and then we're gonna get everybody on their way.
Everybody's all right. They said they just want to talk to her.
You get her side of it.
Hold on. He said she's not in trouble.
We just gotta I gotta physically.
Well, she should be in trouble for punching her mother in the face.
Would you be willing to come to this one written statement?
Yeah, I'll do this.
Take who to jail?
Nobody's going to. We're just here to make sure everybody's okay.
He said
either
nobody's
way,
going
we're
to
going to be
jail.
making physical contact.
They just
I don't care.
With,
She should go to jail.
Oh, he's right there. They're right there.
All right, I just want to talk to her. No, all right, we're just.
She should go to jail. She should hear about those feelings.
All right, we're going to investigate the disturbance. Okay, we're going to hear both sides. All right. Who's Ariana? All right, Ariana, can we talk back here? So just walk us through what's going on today.
So we were at my cousin's.
Real quick, are you injured at all?
I don't know if there's any marks on my face because that's where
How'd we get that scratch? Has that been there a while, or is that?
Oh, that was from my dog yesterday.
Your dog yesterday. Okay, just to make sure. So walk us through what's going on today.
At my cousin's birthday party in the F section, and my mom called my friend because she was at another birthday party in the S section, and she called her, so I have to go pick her up because she's drunk. And
She didn't call you?
Huh?
She called your friend and not you?
I don't have a phone. My phone's broken.
Okay.
But I went to go pick her up, and she's stumbling, not walking straight, and I told her what she didn't want to hear, that I'm almost 18 and I shouldn't have to be going to pick up my almost 40-year-old mom, because she's old enough to know she has 2 other kids with her and that she needs to be responsible. And then we were driving, we went straight from that light, and we were on she had pulled my hair. This was like right here this happened. Well, I think she hit me in my head on some of the woods, and then right here, I was driving and she pulled my hair and started hitting me in the
So you told her what she didn't want to hear. So you commented on her being drunk?
Yeah,
and that upset
I told her that I'm almost 18, I'm your child, I shouldn't have to be.
Is that when she decided to pull your hair and hit you? Which did she do first?
She pulled the back of underneath of my hair, and then she started hitting me.
Yet when officers spoke separately to the teenager, they discovered a very different and troubling story. Under Florida Statute 827.03, physical aggression toward a minor constitutes child abuse, a serious offense punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine.
Right now, it hasn't moved. She told me to pull over the car and get the out because I'm a cardboard bag, and then she called me a dumb bitch. And then she got out of the car and called my aunt that's up there, Amber, and she wouldn't get back in the car, so I drove away, and then I went back and got her, and then we ended up here. And that's basically
So
what
just to
happened.
clarify, so you had to go pick her from the party because she was drunk. And she had 2 little ones with her?
She had my other brother and sister, Ava and James. They're turning 14.
And where are they at now?
Someone
else took them? Okay.
Yeah, they went with my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, they went with my friend because she had to drive.
When this all happened?
No, they weren't with us.
Just you and her when you called.
So you're driving up.
And I knew this was gonna happen, bro. This always happens. She always starts an argument when I tell her the truth, and she doesn't like
her.
She called my dad and was on the phone with him. and telling her, and then she told me she doesn't want me in her house anymore. She wants me out of the house, and that I'm a cunt rag and a dumb bitch. And then she got out and she's like, because I had pulled her hair and hit her back when I pulled over because she was still hitting me. And then she got out and she's like, I'm calling the cops. You just hit me.
Right here?
Yeah, right where the car is.
When did it first get physical? On Seminole Woods?
On Seminole Woods.
Before or after she got out of the car?
On Seminole Woods, it was before.
And what did she do exactly at that time?
We just got onto Seminole Woods from the neighborhood.
What did she do exactly?
She just like swung her hand and like hit me.
How many times at that time?
Just one.
Where'd she hit you at?
I believe on my cheek.
Earlier you mentioned she pulled your hair too. Which happened first, the hit or the pulling the hair?
Well, she hit me one time on Seminole Woods, and then when we got here is when she pulled my hair and started hitting me again.
While you were driving?
Yeah.
All right.
Another time?
The second time she pulled my hair was hitting me in my head.
Where on your head?
Like, up here.
Sexy. Can you like point to the area where she was hitting you?
Right here.
Do you need any medical attention at all?
No, I have a bit of a headache, but I think I'm good.
You don't need medical attention right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and that's where you guys pulled over right there, and that's exactly where we're in?
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, what did you do?
She called you guys, and then I got out of the car, slammed the door, and walked to the hotel and used the phone to call my own.
Okay.
I don't have a phone.
Will you willing to write a sworn written statement?
Is she writing a statement?
It's completely voluntary, the statement. It just helps us.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, your daughter shows up to pick you up.
Yes.
I want to know exact details from there to this exact moment right now.
Okay, so I called her to pick me up. I got in the car. Everything was fine when it wasn't that long. It wasn't an hour or two ago. It wasn't that long.
Maybe less, exactly. So you don't remember why she was yelling at you, but you know she was yelling at you.
She said, I have to pick you up from a fucking party. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, like I shit you not.
Okay.
Her voice was like up, like Mariah Carey.
Yes.
So she was screaming at me. I said, okay, can you just pull over and I'll get out the car. I got out of the car. I sat under a tree and I sat there for a while.
You didn't respond?
I talked to her on the phone.
You didn't respond to her when she was yelling at you?
No, I said, pull over and let me get out of the car.
She was screaming at you, said, please pull over.
She was screaming at the top of her lungs.
You didn't say anything in response?
She was on the phone because I called her. No, I did say something in response. I said, pull over and let me the out of the car. That's exactly what I said. I got 13 goddamn stitches pushing this kid out of my vision. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that talking to you right now, okay, I find it extremely hard to believe that your 17-year-old daughter was screaming and cursing at you, all you said
I'm glad
was...
that you find it hard to believe.
Yes, I find
this is my life, okay? Do you have any kids?
Yes, and I have parents too.
Do you have a 17-year-old?
Are you from New York,
So he's
Jersey
asking
area?
questions.
And my family is too, so I know that we are allowed...
I totally understand.
Here, I'm gonna ask a question. So you said you're sitting over here by a tree.
No,
what is she doing?
Here. It was all the way down. It was by Seminole Woods.
All right, what happens when you guys get here?
Okay, so I got out of the car, she came in, and I got back in the car, and I'm like, okay, just take me to Aunt Jackie's house, because my niece, it's her birthday party, she's turning 17.
As the daughter recounted her story to officers, it became clear she was not the aggressor, but rather the victim. Her account was clear, consistent, and emotionally compelling. She had tried to distance herself from the situation by pulling the car over, even attempting to leave to diffuse tensions. Meanwhile, the mother's story was riddled with contradictions. She shifted details multiple times, first claiming she never struck her daughter, then eventually admitting to pulling her daughter's hair in self-defense.
Years old. That's all I said. I sat in the car, and she started yelling at the top of her lungs. I didn't say anything to the child. This child that I pushed out of my bag. But I take care of her. I do everything for this kid. Okay, so I didn't say anything to the kid. She started yelling at me. She's pissed off that she had to come pick me up from a party with the other kids. The other kids are with Summer, her best friend.
So before you got dropped off, she yelled at you. You said, let me out. She drops you off. It was not physical before that.
No, it was not physical before that.
You weren't physical with
all.
her at any point? She wasn't physical with you at any point?
No, not before I got out and sat by the tree. Nope.
And that was on 100.
That was on 100.
She comes back and picks you up, and then what happens from there?
Then, so I get in the car, and I'm like, okay. And I wasn't even gonna get back in the car with her. I called her. She was on the phone with me the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Right? Weren't you?
Yes.
She's back here. She was on the phone with me the whole time. When I got in the car, I'm like, Ariana's back here. I'm like, so don't worry about it. Don't come.
So you guys get here, you get out of the car. Where are you? When you get out of the car, where are you going when you're here?
We're going to my sister's house. No. We're on the way to my sister's.
The car's
Like
parked
when-
here.
yeah, when you
You're
guys
saying you got
pulled
out of the
over.
car, and what did you do when
I
you got
got
out of the car?
because she hit me in the face here. So
What
I
does
said,
she do?
Pull over the car, because she was driving and also hitting me, so she was also swerving in the road.
For no reason, she was hitting you.
She was hitting me because we were arguing, because we were fighting.
All right, what does she do after
And
that?
she's not hitting me for no reason, obviously. If you ask her, she's going to say we were arguing.
All right, what does she do after she hits you? What happens then?
After she hits me a couple times, that's why I'm missing eyelashes and I probably have marks. I said, pull over before we all die. And she gets out of the car and she starts walking up. That's what happened. And then I called you guys.
Was she still hitting you as she pulled over? Or?
Yes, she was hitting me as she pulled over. Yes, she was.
Starting the first time you got out, you were never physical with her. And you didn't yell at her. You
I
didn't
hit
call
her.
her names. Yell at her back then.
But that's what I said. I said, let me the car. That's all I said. I wasn't physical with her. No, I'm not going to say I was physical with her because I wasn't.
So then, as you guys were coming up the road, you never grabbed her by the hair.
When she was hitting me in my face, I might have grabbed her by her hair, yes. But when we got up here and she was hitting me in the face, no, I never got physical before that.
So you might have grabbed her hair now. Because earlier, like 5 minutes ago, you said you absolutely did not touch her anytime.
I did not touch her any time until she hit me in the face. That's what
I'm
I
saying
said.
earlier,
exactly.
you said that when she started hitting you, you didn't hit her back. You
No,
just simply
when she
got out.
started hitting me up to the point where we got here, I did not touch her at all. And when she started hitting me in the face to the point where she was hitting me and it was hurting me, then I might have grabbed her. I probably did grab her hair. Yes, absolutely, because I was defending
How
myself.
come you didn't get out of the car and try to get away from her?
I did get out of the car and I ran up to here, and then I called you guys.
Is it possible when you might have grabbed her hair, you might have been hitting her too in response to her?
I did not hit her. I might have grabbed her hair. Yes, absolutely. When she was hitting me in the face, when we already pulled over, after she was hitting me in the face, I might have pulled her hair.
So she had red marks on her. Okay. Because right now it's getting a little conflicting statements. Okay. One person has given us a clear, concise statement from beginning to end, and the other person has. The other person provided us a constantly changing story up until this very second. That's the issue right now.
I never said I didn't hit her.
Yes, you did.
That.
When I first.
I pulled her hair. Maybe. Yes.
Maybe. So when I first got But just so we can all understand what I'm seeing, right? When I first showed up, you said that she picked you up and obviously she was upset, and you simply said that you guys got here, she got physical with you, you got out, and you called us. Yeah. Then you said that, well, actually...
Officers determined the mother to be the primary aggressor, not only because of her physical violence, but also due to the deceptive nature of her testimony. Under Florida Statute 948.06, a violation of probation can carry serious consequences, including reinstatement of the original sentence or additional jail time. Furthermore, because her previous probation terms specifically prohibited alcohol use, her intoxication added yet another charge to her growing list. Ultimately, officers arrested the mother on charges of child abuse without great bodily harm, Florida Statute 827.03, battery with a prior conviction, Florida Statute 784.03, and violation of probation.
You got out of the car at one point, and then got back in, and then we ended up here. And then when I asked you,
I didn't get out of the car. No one asked me that until
when I asked you,
because that's not the whole story though. That's a crock of shit.
When I asked you if you yelled at her in response, you initially said absolutely not. The only time you yelled at her was "let me the F out." But then you you admitted that you may have yelled back at her. Vehicle repeatedly in the face.
She did strike me in the vehicle completely in the face, right
When I
here.
asked you about that, you initially stated that you simply did not reply with any type of force and you just got out of the car. And then now when I asked you about pulling her, you said, maybe I might have pulled her hair too. Okay?
I probably did pull her hair. I'm not saying I didn't pull her hair. I probably did pull her. I'm not saying I punched her in the face.
Even as simple as a detail as why was she arguing with you? You initially said you didn't remember, but then when I told you that's very unlikely, you were able to tell me exactly why she was yelling and what she was saying to you.
I told you why she was yelling.
I know, but I'm saying at first when I asked you said you have no idea. You don't know.
I got it. I got it. I'm not an asshole. I totally understand.
Okay.
I got it.
Have things been physical with you guys in the past?
No.
Okay. Have you guys lived in Palm Coast for?
Probably like 10, 12 years.
Okay, so a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're from New York originally.
Yeah.
I don't want to get her in trouble. I don't want to get myself in trouble. A kid should not hit their mother in the face.
It's just
And that's what you should be telling her. She shouldn't hit her mother in the face.
She's very disrespectful.
Yeah, we got two different stories here. So
You got two different stories, but her story is not correct. It's not real.
Is there anything else that you want to add about what occurred today and all that you haven't said already?
the information we've got, so that's where we're at, okay?
This is all on, it's not on her right now, okay? At the end of the day, we have to make a determination as law enforcement, but if you're the primary aggressor, it's not on her, that she is.
And this isn't her. Nobody's pressing charges. This is us pressing charges, so.
Okay. She's got two sets of twins at home, like babies waiting for her. She's got babies at home waiting for her. Oh my God. She's got a son that is physically.
You want to have the watch?
Really
Do you want me to call it out for you?
Teletype.
I'm gonna get fired from my job.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I am.
It's just a misdemeanor charge.
It doesn't matter. I'm on probation.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
For what?
For I got into like a bar fight.
You're missing your probation?
Yeah.
For what? For battery?
Yeah.
Is there a special condition of no alcohol?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And just real quick, and unfortunately, again, we try to get both sides of the story. Just I'm going to explain it to you guys. Not because a lot of people. She was spot on with her story. It came right out flawlessly. There was no changing, nothing wavered as far as details. I guess she's scared. We factor that in, but she initially wasn't providing any details. She kind of changed her story a few times. These are things we look for. So again, we're only as good as the information we get.
Right.
So based on the facts, we determined her to be a primary aggressor tonight. So not only that, she's on probation. And there's no alcohol stipulation in there too. So you said she has twins. Are the twins in the care of somebody right now?
That's the father.
You're the father?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to be in care of them? Okay.
Oh yeah, they're all. Yeah,
As handcuffs clicked shut, the mother's demeanor shifted from anger to disbelief, realizing the narrative she had tried to spin had completely backfired. Police reassured the daughter that none of this was her fault, emphasizing the importance of honesty and courage she showed in an extremely difficult situation.
They're very close,
Yeah.
so.
We're cousins. I'm her sister. My mom lives
I mean, and it's unfortunate. Again,
my grandparents.
these happen all the time. Our goal tonight is to do a physical separation. We don't want this to kick off again. We've been doing this for a minute. We know deception versus. Her story was smooth. The details. If that was really happening, we would have seen more of an evasive maneuver on her part. So there's just a lot of things
She got out of the car over there on 100. I said, I'm coming to get you. And I was on my way, and then Ariana turned around and went back and got
To
her.
try to pick her up,
She
because she
picked
didn't
her
want
up,
to leave
and
her on
they
the
got
side of the road.
back in the car, and they seemed fine, and they were on their way to the birthday party.
So it's unfortunate it happened. It doesn't. At the end of the day, I mean, they are mother and daughter. So, and she's about to be an adult. So at some point, I mean, she pretty much is an adult. But at the end of the day, the expectation is everybody acts like an adult. And then they're gonna have. This isn't the end of the world. It's not They're gonna eventually forgive and come to a good spot, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, but tonight we just want to make sure there's no other. Yeah, that's fine. So this is. No, there's no night judge. You're gonna have first appearance in the morning. There's no bond because this is domestic violence. So, she didn't deny. I'm not gonna discuss that with you. She gave us a full account of everything. But right now, you're determined to be the primary aggressor. Okay, that's why they're wanting you in handcuffs. Okay, because that's what the statute says. That's what our policy says. We're doing a physical separation. And it's to your benefit and hers to prevent any further violence, okay? All right? So you're going to have first appearance in the morning. There's no bond until the judge reviews everything. And then he'll set a bond amount then. And then it'll go from there. Because she is a minor, she's 17, right? So DCF's going to be notified. So they're going to come. DCF's not. They're just notified because it's policy. They're going to come out and just make sure that they're going to talk to you, make sure there's a safety plan in place, that kind of stuff. I don't know how that all works, but that's what's going to happen. And then the state attorney's going to follow with you and her. So, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to make sure that nothing else pops off tonight. Okay. And additionally, you just told me that you were on probation. I'm the one that arrested you last time. So. It's a violent regulated crime I arrested you for last time, and your condition for probation is no alcohol. And right, his decision, and it's a collective decision.
Go ahead.
All right. We determined her to be the primary aggressor. Okay. When you gave your details, it was flawless, smooth. You didn't hesitate. You gave us the details. You didn't deviate on anything. This isn't your fault. Don't feel guilt about this. Okay. At the end of the day, she is your mother. So at some point, you two are gonna, because you're an adult already, pretty much. I know you're not 18, but at the end of the day, adults have to act like adults, behave like adults. That's the expectation. But she is your mom, so regardless of what happens with this, eventually you're gonna both have to forgive each other and move on and get to a better spot. But that's for you two to do in your own time. But I don't want you feeling guilty about this. Okay? The decision was on us. That was our decision. She knows that this wasn't your call or your choice. Okay? So don't feel guilty about that. All right? 17. That's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Don't feel that. Okay?
Yeah, that is.
All right? And you did the right thing because you went up. That speaks volumes because you left. You went to the Fairfield. You called them. You tried to leave that situation. So that also gives us a lot of insight to what was going on. Okay? You guys have any questions for us?
No.
Sorry you're going through it. Now that I remember who she is, I'm very well aware. So that doesn't factor in today's decision at all. It's based on the information we got.
Right, understood.
So,
Understood.
all right.
She's not as bad as she was in there. So
Yeah.
But
it ain't gonna be bad.
a year from now, hopefully you guys will be at a better spot and maybe there'll be some improvement. Okay. All right. Any questions for us? All right. I appreciate you coming back, talk to us. I know she's worried about her job, this, that, but she's accountable for it. She will get through it.
You know, she's got to think about herself. She's got to.
So
what began as a troubling roadside confrontation ended as a stark reminder that being a parent isn't just about authority. It's about responsibility, protection, and setting the right example. That's all for today's unbelievable encounter. Another reminder that recklessness always meets its match. Which moment had you reeling? Please share your thoughts in the comments. For more explosive drama, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and follow Cop's Dream. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.